Today we review a nice high elo game from Faceit 2500 to 3000, and our client Ruben here wants to know how he could have been the difference maker in a close 13 to 10 vertigo game. Now here Ruben has a pretty bad spawn considering his teammates are in front of him and he buys no utility. So this is always a little bit poor decision, because when your teammates want to rush A, they want to go here, they want to go here, it would be nice for you to support them with flashbangs so they can peek off of your flashes and apply pressure. I think it's better for 2 guys to rush and the last guy to use flashbangs compared to 3 guys rushing and no flashbangs whatsoever. So that's the first thing we notice immediately. Now Ruben does decide to take these long distance angles. This is always nice, but still they get... Yeah, that's the issue what might happen. That's why you need the flashbangs, you need molotovs, you need a lot of utility, and if you are the last guy in, you're not gonna make it to the rush anyway, so you might as well become the support player, buy a FAMAS, buy even a Deagle, I don't know, just get the utility out, Ruben here. Round number 4, Ruben goes for a MP9 and flashbang and armor, so he's looking to be impactful this round. His teammates have no weapons whatsoever, only Deagles, and I would have loved to see Ruben do some kind of aggressive play here, because last round the opponents went really aggressive. Now Ruben has a flashbang and MP9, a close range weapon. He could try something like dropping off of here while dropping a flashbang behind himself, or even give the flashbang to your teammate and ask him to flash behind you as you full swing on them, just get a kill or two, try to be impactful. You need to do something because your teammates have worse weapons and you invested into the round. This is kind of, I don't really like this passive kind of style, because now you get mollied off and you should have been dead here, alright? See, that's the issue with these passive plays. When the opponents have more utility, when they have better long range weapons, you don't want them to play on their terms. Because if you just hide here, they can just molly you off and you have no counter utility. If you had a smoke grenade here and your teammates had flashbangs, I wouldn't mind this play. But since you're low on money, you're low on utility, you're low on weapons, only way this works out is if they don't clear you, but they know you have bad money, so they're probably gonna clear you anyways. That's why you should go for this aggressive plays while on low money. Don't give the opponents time to play on their terms. You take the round on your terms, and now your teammate ends up dying on B side and you didn't get any impact out of your MP9. Alright, now this is not a... Ooh, you dinked him. Alright, go for it. There we go. Alright, so I was about to say this is typically not a fight you want to take. However, Ruben's teammate died on B, and he's already down on utility, on weapons, so they're probably gonna lose the round. So that's why you have to take the fight. You're gonna lose the round anyways. Might as well take the fight here and try to impact the round one way or another. Now going for more here, I see, and I don't mind this at all. With the flashbang, that's fine. Now you can hear the opponent running underneath you, and you know the exact location of both opponents. Now they're probably gonna go B here. This is fine, but I don't think this is optimal. What we are worried about is the opponent having a better fight against your teammate, because he could go from either direction. And this means if your teammate dies here because he's unfavored, because he has to be worried about 2 different directions, now you are set for the 1 versus 1 retake, which honestly favors the T's because he has the time advantage with the bomb being down. Whereas if you actually turned around and went to your teammate through this route, you would cover this area for your teammate. Your teammate could focus only on this. You could go to the B side and focus only on this. And you two could play in a setup where one of you can peek off of each other's contact. And this way you can get the 2 versus 1 on the opponent, get the trade kill. If the opponent ends up going on A side, whatever, now you retake 2 versus 1. It's better than retaking 1 versus 1 here in case your teammate dies. Yeah, the opponent will clear him. Okay, see. Now, this was well played by the opponent, actually clearing the full site, but this was a little bit poor from you, forcing your teammate into such situation where you're not helping him at all and just giving him the 1 versus 1. Now you got lucky to win the 1 versus 1. Honestly, it was thanks to your fast flank, but the opponent should have just had his gun out anyways. I don't know why he peeks like this in a 1 versus 1 post-run situation. So yeah, maybe that's something for you to think about in the future, Ruben. Whenever you have a clear man advantage, typically you want to back off a little bit and group up with your teammates so that you can trade off of each other. Round 5, you go straight up AFK on the best spawn here. I don't like this, man. You didn't buy a smoke, by the way. This is not something we want to see. You didn't buy head armor. The enemies might have Galils, even MP9s. See, they have a Mac-10s, not MP9s, obviously. They have a Mac-10 here. So yeah, this is not something we want to see. And now you are late again. not applying any pressure on the enemies on any of these rounds. And what ends up happening, well, your teammate loses the 1 versus 2 here. Not surprising, because there's no pressure being applied on the enemies. They can take the fights on their own terms. You need to apply a little bit more pressure. That doesn't mean you have to rush every single round like an idiot, but you gotta do something. You haven't really pushed any round. You haven't used any utility aggressively. Now you kinda set for losing, because the enemies will wrap around you. I don't know why the map is lagging all the time, but the enemies are set to execute on you, and you have to fight against 2 different angles at the same time. If this guy starts pushing up, you cannot jump up. There could be somebody covering, and they're gonna push here. It's just a hard fight to win. This is basically a retake situation in my mind already. Now you might get the kill here. You don't. Your teammate dies. Yep, now you lost the round. Now you lost the round for sure. But yeah, this was just a poor early round. The enemies are allowed to take full ramp control every single round without using any utility. So now they have full utility to execute every single round. Alright, Ruben goes for the AWP here. Maybe he's an AWP main. Now I want to see one piece of utility from here that you use aggressively and go for the pick. Maybe a smoke grenade, maybe a flashbang, but he doesn't buy anything with 2,300 left over. This is, Ruben, your issue. 2,500 elo, not buying aggressive utility. Maybe you haven't checked my previous videos here. Let's see, you go for a great pick, and that was a nice kill. Now, going for the second one is a little bit ambitious, because the opponent AWP could be holding you and should be holding you. Now, they didn't have an AWP, but you didn't know that, honestly. And that's why you could have used a flashbang or a smoke to create another opportunity for yourself later on. However, if you find these plays working out for you, then maybe I'm the one who's wrong here. Going for a third kill. This is very ambitious, because you have no teammates covering you whatsoever. This guy came late. They could have been pushing up close here. They could have already managed to sneak one guy here while you were hidden. I don't like this. You could have get traded here quite easily. A little bit too ambitious, but whatever. The first kill was excellent. Going for the... Yeah, see, this is what can happen. Alright? You should have been dead here again. Once again. The first kill, the initial kill was excellent. Then back off a little bit or use utility to go for more kills typically. It's a complete exception to go for double kills. Round number 9, you go for a full utility buy here, and you have the last spawn. Now I want to see some supportive utility. Probably drop the nade and buy 2 flashes, because you're the last guy. But it's not a mistake, it's just my personal preference. Now suddenly you're not the last guy anymore, so maybe you want to go for a little bit aggression, cover for your AWP. So if your AWP is going for maybe this pick here, you might want to be here and molly off the yellow area so that your AWP doesn't get pushed like I warned you last round would happen to you. Alright, so now it's your job to cover that he doesn't get pushed. He plays very passive, this is fine. Now you play sandbags, now this is fine. You have a smoke, your teammates are here with utility, you extinguish this, all fine. Now you ask for a flashbang, then you swing off of it. Yeah. I hope you asked for a flashbang. I don't know, but this guy should have been flashing for you, and you need to swing off of it before they can nade stack you. Now in solo queue, where you can't trust your teammates, something you can do is just flash for yourself, above yourself, behind you, and then you swing off of your own flash, get a kill, get 2 kills, maybe get away even. So go for double kills or try to escape while staying alive, and that would have been a great round. Round 8, you go for something aggressive here, and you shouldn't probably back off here. You guys faced no resistance whatsoever, so no flashbangs, no smokes. You didn't hear any steps or any shooting. I don't think you should back off here. Just take the map control, take the space for yourself. Maybe if you're afraid of an AWP here, you could use a deep smoke or a deep flashbang and then just take the control that way. Now, or you could just swing and shoot them in the head. So yeah, taking control here was the correct choice. It's just the way you did it could have been a little bit more better with a deep smoke or some flashbangs, and doing it while the mollies were up, because it's easier while the mollies are up and they cannot be up close. So yeah, I don't know why you packed off here. Other than that, nice to see you going a little bit aggressive here. Next round, you go aggressive again. I like this. This time, you face resistance. See, you are fully blind. That's when you realize that, okay, there's at least somebody here. I might not want to take the space immediately. I would rather back off and see what's going to happen. And that's when you evaluate the situation. Now you hear a lot of flashbangs, probably some steps too. And now you're in a nice off angle to actually fight the rush. Yeah, this round was great. When they applied pressure, you reacted correctly. The issue was that on the previous round, you reacted the same even though they applied no pressure whatsoever. So let's see if you can get some multi-kills here maybe. Nice wing with teammates behind you. Going for more is a little bit ambitious, but honestly, whatever. Just get the kills at this point. It's just Faceit, not major qualifiers. I like this round. Good job, dude. Round 10, you seem to mix it up. Alright. Wow, one of your teammates already died. However, I like the play from you, alright? So for the first round, you never applied any pressure on ramp, and the enemies could just run up ramp, take all this control with no utility, and then just execute on side or whatever. They could just take map control without using utility. So you needed to apply pressure on them, and that's what you did. That's what you did with the AWP, and then that's what you did with your utility for the last 2 rounds. Now the enemies must respect you. They can no longer rush without using utility, and that's when you can do stuff like boost here, which is exactly what you're doing. I like this. You cannot do this before you prove the enemies that you are worthy of them using their utility, basically. Round 11, and this is where it gets interesting. Now you've been playing aggressive, now you've been playing boost and slow-paced rounds. Now you have unlimited options. Now you can do plays like double push middle. Now you can do plays like stack B, whatever. You can start mixing things up. The more you prove the opponents that you're worthy of them playing slow and playing proper defaults, the more you can start mixing things up. You can go for these aggressive plays. Again, now it's kind of obvious that was just one flashbang from one enemy. I wouldn't back off here personally. I like this, yeah. Nice read from you as well. Sandbags is fine here. Your teammate is pushing. Yeah, this is perfect. Double push the opponents. Excellent headshot from you. Again, a deep smoke would have been nice. You should do these running solo lineups where you basically don't need to stop at all, and that way you don't have to trust your teammates and you can still be the first guy rushing in while smoking for yourself. Alright, so just learn this kind of lineup for every map. Whenever you want to go aggressive, learn how to throw utility yourself without having to stop. Alright, the final round for you, Ruben, and let's see what you do. You could do basically anything and it would be correct as long as you don't stay AFK like you did one round. Your teammate's molly for you, and oh no. Yeah, that's end of review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.